There's absolutely one thing that I hate when it comes to gun designs, and the FN-502 Tactical is an example of that. The FN-502 Tactical, at first glance, looks like an amazing gun, which it is, but like it looks very aesthetic, looks very pleasing, but yet there's like such lazy things to it that when you take a closer look, think to yourself, how could they have forgotten this, or why did they not think about this or that? Now, just to clarify, these aren't big deals, like they're not a deal breaker per se, but it just goes to that point where there's such a tiny problem where how could they have missed it? Like such a beautiful gun that's almost could have been perfect gun. It's a gun that should have been. But with that said, this is going to be my top 3 reasons on what I hate about the FN-502 Tactical, and let's get right into it. So coming in at number 3, we got something called the magazine. Now I know it's not so much about the gun itself, but it's still part of the gun. So what's cool about this magazine is it has a little like handle where you could just like, you know, helps you put in the ammo. It's not too bad, not a big deal, right? But the thing is, it's on the, I'm right-handed as well as the majority of people, right? So you would think like, okay, so I'm gonna hold the magazine with my left hand and put the bullets in with my right hand. Or is that just me? But with that said, I hold it with my left hand and I put it down, right? But like the angle, like where I put down the bullets is very strange. Now because of this design, like it's just such a bit, like if they would have thought to put it on the other side, you know, put it on this side, like my right hand goes down, perfect. But because it's the right side, you know, I'm not left-handed, like it's such a, or have it on both sides, that fixed the issue completely, right? See, it's one of those things where it's such a small problem, could have been avoided. It's whatever. I still love the gun. Coming in at number 2, we got now again, this isn't so much as a gun itself, but much more of like the caliber. It's a 22 handgun, so it's very picky in the ammo that it chooses, like what it likes or doesn't like. But not just that specifically, right? I ran some Federal 22 ammo with it, and the first couple of rounds just kept jamming up on me. I don't know why. It could have been cleaning issue, it could be the ammo, it could be a lot of different things. But that doesn't take away the fact that the gun should still be able to shoot and not jam up. Because the dangerous way of thinking is saying, oh, it's a 22, it's gonna jam up. It really shouldn't. If it's a gun, you really don't want it to jam up to begin with. It shouldn't just jam up, right? I mean, again, you gotta find that perfect ammo. These aren't big deals to me at all because, you know, I'm not using it for self-defense. It's like going like kart racing or like bike riding, but you gotta keep it under 10 miles an hour. Like, come on. It just takes away from the fun. And coming in at the number 1 spot on why I hate the FN-502 Tactical is because of one thing, and it's such a lazy concept. This is such an easy thing that could have been avoided if they just looked at their gun, and that is the iron sights. If you're wondering why I'm saying the iron sights, just take a closer look. As you can see here, this is a rear sight, front sight, rear sight, front sight, rear sight. Now if you can also see, there's no indicator here and there's no indicator here. It's just such like, why? Like every handgun has a reticle, well not a reticle, but it has like blanket on the name, but a lining of some sorts where it helps you align with the sights. And this just makes the iron sights look cheap, even though it doesn't feel cheap. It makes it look cheap, and it's just like, why? I mean, that might be some people's preference, but it really shouldn't be. And that's just for the fact most handguns are having some sort of help with lining up your sights, so you should just be used to something like that. Every handgun has this. Why is this? Why? But it's such a frustrating concept because these guys designs almost such a perfect, beautiful gun, but there's like such small things where how could they have missed it? If they would have just thought about it for 1 second, it would have been avoided and it would have been the perfect handgun. But besides all that, I still think the pros outweigh the cons, and the fact that it's such a fun gun, it's amazing. I love it still. I'm gonna take it out shooting anytime I can. It's such a beautiful gun, but yet it still has cons. I guess there's no such thing as a perfect gun, except this one could have been. Let me know what you guys think. Was it invalid? Was it valid? Opinions? And also feel free to tell me in the comments what you guys want to see, what gun I should review next. But with that said, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I don't know why I keep mixing up that order, but I feel like that's going to happen for the next couple of videos. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.